In a small town where everyone knew everyone, Emma was known as the girl with the brightest smile despite her tough life. She grew up in an orphanage after losing her parents in a tragic accident when she was just a child. Despite her hardships, Emma remained hopeful and kind, always dreaming of a better future. She worked hard, juggling multiple jobs to make ends meet while taking night classes to better herself. Her dream was to one day open a shelter for children, so no one else would have to face the loneliness she experienced. On the other side of town lived Jake, a man who had fallen on hard times. Once a promising musician with a bright future, he lost everything after a series of unfortunate events. His parents died in a car crash, his band broke up, and he spiraled into depression. Now homeless, he played his guitar on street corners, his music filled with a raw, haunting beauty that spoke of his pain and hope. Each strum of his guitar told a story of loss and longing, of dreams shattered and hopes rekindled. Their paths crossed one chilly evening when Emma heard Jake's music while walking home from her night class. Drawn to the soulful melodies, she stopped to listen, captivated by his talent. She struck up a conversation with him, and they quickly bonded over their shared dreams and mutual resilience. Emma saw beyond Jake's ragged clothes and saw a man with a heart as big as his talent. Jake found in Emma a beacon of light and hope, someone who believed in him when he had stopped believing in himself. As days turned into weeks, Emma and Jake spent more time together. They shared their stories, their dreams, and their struggles. Emma would bring Jake food and sit with him as he played his guitar, sometimes joining in with her own singing. Their friendship blossomed into a deep bond, one that neither had ever experienced before. Emma encouraged Jake to follow his passion for music, and Jake inspired Emma to keep pursuing her dreams. They found solace in each other's company, a rare and precious connection that neither had ever known. Despite the whispers and judgment from the townspeople, Emma and Jake's connection only grew stronger. They supported each other through the darkest times, and Jake began to regain his confidence. With Emma's encouragement, he started performing at small local venues, slowly rebuilding his life. Emma helped him clean up, find gigs, and even set up a small social media presence to promote his music. She used her contacts and limited resources to get him opportunities, proving that her belief in him was unwavering. One pivotal moment came when Emma invited Jake to perform at a charity event she had organized for the orphanage. Nervous but determined, Jake played his heart out, and the audience was moved by his performance. The event was a huge success, raising more funds than ever before. This not only helped the orphanage but also restored Jake's faith in himself. It was a turning point, as the townspeople began to see Jake in a new light, recognizing his talent and the effort he was putting into changing his life. Over time, their friendship deepened into love. Emma admired Jake's resilience and talent, while Jake cherished Emma's kindness and unwavering support. They spent countless evenings talking about their future, dreaming about a life together where they could both pursue their passions. Jake even wrote a song for Emma, which he played for her on her birthday, bringing her to tears. It was a beautiful moment that cemented their feelings for each other. One sunny afternoon, while they were walking in the park, Jake decided to propose to Emma. He wanted to show her how much she meant to him and how much she had changed his life. He saved up money from his performances and bought a simple yet beautiful ring. With the ring in his pocket, he led Emma to a secluded spot by the lake, where they often went to talk and dream. With the water sparkling in the sunlight and the birds singing in the background, Jake got down on one knee and asked her to marry him. Emma's eyes filled with tears of joy, and she said yes without hesitation. It was a perfect moment, and they celebrated their engagement with a picnic by the lake, talking about their future and all the things they wanted to achieve together. They planned a simple wedding, inviting only a few close friends and the townspeople who had watched their journey unfold. Emma wore a modest dress she had sewn herself, and Jake wore a suit he had borrowed from a friend. The ceremony was held in a small chapel, decorated with wildflowers that Emma and Jake had picked together. As Emma walked down the aisle, holding a bouquet of the same flowers, whispers and snickers could be heard among the guests. They couldn't fathom why she would marry someone like Jake. But Emma and Jake were undeterred. They knew their love was real and strong, and that was all that mattered. The ceremony proceeded, and when it was time for the speeches, Jake took the mic. The room fell silent, more out of curiosity than respect. Jake's hands trembled slightly as he began to speak. He knew many were wondering why Emma chose him, and to be honest, he sometimes wondered the same thing. But then he remembered what Emma had taught him, that love isn't about what you have or don't have. It's about who you are and what you're willing to give. He acknowledged his mistakes and the losses he had suffered, but Emma saw past all that. She saw him. She reminded him that even in the darkest times, there's hope. She gave him a reason to fight, to dream again. The room was completely silent now, the guests hanging on his every word. He explained that they might see a homeless man, but Emma saw a man who wanted to be better, to do better. She believed in him, and because of her, he believed in himself. He told them that if they wanted to laugh at them, they could go ahead. But they should know that they were stronger together than they ever were apart. He spoke about the love and support they had given each other, and how it had changed both their lives for the better. Tears welled up in Emma's eyes as she walked up to Jake, taking his hand. The guests watched in stunned silence, some wiping away their own tears. In that moment, the true essence of their relationship shone through. A story of love, resilience, and redemption. The wedding that began with laughter ended with applause, the guests finally understanding the depth of Emma and Jake's bond. Their journey was just beginning, and while it wouldn't be easy, they had each other. And in the end, that was all that mattered. Emma and Jake moved into a small apartment together. Emma continued her work at the orphanage and started taking steps to realize her dream of opening her own shelter. She began fundraising and seeking donations, tirelessly working towards her goal. Jake's music career slowly took off, with more and more people appreciating his heartfelt songs. He released a small album which received positive reviews and brought in some income. They faced challenges, but they faced them together, stronger than ever. There were times when money was tight and they had to make sacrifices, but they never let these difficulties affect their love for each other. They celebrated small victories and supported each other through setbacks. Emma and Jake became a fixture in the community, known for their kindness and resilience. Their story became an inspiration to many in the town. People began to see beyond their prejudices and understand the power of love and support. Emma and Jake proved that with kindness, resilience, and a little bit of faith, even the most difficult situations could turn into something beautiful. They showed that true love isn't about material wealth, but about the strength of the heart and the willingness to fight for each other. Years later, Emma's dream of opening a shelter for children became a reality. With Jake by her side, she founded Hope Haven, a place where children could find safety, love, and support. The shelter quickly became a cornerstone of the community, helping countless children and families in need. Jake continued to make music, using his platform to raise awareness and funds for the shelter. Their love story, which had once been the subject of gossip and ridicule, became a beacon of hope and inspiration. Emma and Jake's journey showed that no matter how tough life gets, love and resilience can turn things around. They taught their community that everyone deserves a second chance, and that with love and support, anything is possible. Emma and Jake grew old together, their love only deepening with time. They faced each challenge with grace and strength, always holding on to the belief that they could overcome anything as long as they were together. Their story became a legend in the town, a testament to the power of love, hope, and resilience. And in the end, as they sat together on their porch, watching the sunset and reflecting on their journey, they knew that they had truly found something special in each other. Their love had not only transformed their own lives, but had also touched the hearts of many others, leaving a legacy of hope and inspiration for generations to come.